So anyways, yeah, I'm like, okay, can you
that
please?
drives me crazy. Anyways.
Okay. Oh yeah, you don't
Anyways?
like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
All right, are we continuing to bitch about things?
Yes.
Yes,
Wait.
Should we?
Hold on. Where's
By the way,
Nate? Where's Nate?
My computer crashed, so hey, can you see me? All right.
oh yeah, in Skinny's window, I can see you. Hi, hi,
This
Nate.
is not ideal. This is
Froggy.
not ideal.
Well, whatever. Okay, I'm going to start with the bitching right now.
Can
Ready?
you stand
Okay.
up?
Stand up.
Nobody can see you.
There.
Hi.
He's good.
That's it. That's
Hi,
it.
Nate.
You forget that this is actually a podcast too, Scary, so some people are just listening, right?
Oh, there's that.
There's that.
So I'm going to continue the things that drive us nuts. Whenever I watch a show with Heather, my fiance, and it's a show neither of us has seen before, but during the show, she proceeds to ask me questions as if I know what's going to happen.
Oh
and
my
what's
God,
going on.
yes.
Oh, yes.
That's a terrible one.
Yeah, so we'll be watching it, and somebody comes on the screen. She goes, "Now who's this guy?" I'm like, "How the fuck do I know? He just walked on the screen."
I'm watching the same thing you are watching.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this before. Had I seen it, I might help you out, but I don't know. It just drives me nuts.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so while I'm watching shows too, Nate, with my wife, Allie, and I pick up my phone, and she'll be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm just scrolling. I'm a little bored right now. And then she'll pick up her phone, but then she'll rattle off the next 5 minutes worth of scenes, and I feel like I'm getting grilled, like I'm at school. Like, what did I miss?
My mom will look up every actor that's in the movie and find out what they're doing now. And in the middle of the movie, she goes, this is what they look like now. Oh, my gosh.
I do that too.
Yeah. Like, dude.
I had
deep
another
dive?
one. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I interrupt?
No.
That's all right.
They-
You did, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
You're fine.
What Froggy was saying earlier on the air about how no one changes the K-cup in the machine. Check this. Back in the day when I used to live on in an apartment where we shared the washer dryer with 12 apartments, people would not clean out the fucking lint trap on the dryer.
That's an asshole move.
Yeah.
When I go to
that's
dry
mean.
my clothes, I'm like, that's disgusting. Now I gotta take my index finger and rub it and scrape away some other person's gunk.
Yeah.
Yuck.
I was
Yuck,
going to
yuck.
say that in regards to the microwave conversation
Oh,
today.
man.
Right.
Like, you get your own lint and your own microwave timer. Same thing.
Right.
The
And
microwave timer is too small of an issue.
No, it's not,
I feel like
because,
the other
Gandhi-
ones have all been a big issue. That one is just you guys being
Gandhi,
babies.
what if you use the microwave as your clock? What if that's your digital
That's
clock
it.
in that area, and you glance at that to see what time it is? They leave 2
Get a
seconds.
phone or a watch.
No,
Where are you walking
I
by the
shouldn't
microwave?
have to. That's what the fucking clock's on the face
They
for.
have a fucking phone to tell them the time.
I gotta pick
Exactly.
it up
You have to
and look at it.
rely
I can
on the
just glance
microwave.
across the room and see
Give
the
me a
time on the
fucking
microwave.
break.
No, don't be such a lazy fuck.
You
Hit
guys
cancel
are
on the
some
microwave.
fragile snowflakes. Snowflakery at its finest over here.
Okay.
Gandhi, what were you going to say?
Oh, I have so many. One of them, this might be very specific to New York, though, because I live in a high-rise building, and I'm on a very high floor. So I think whoever is standing closest to the door has to be in charge of the door close button when people get on. So if there are like 10 stops, right, as soon as someone's on, you need to hit that door close so that we can keep moving,
Does that button
or else
even
that
work?
door stays open.
No.
Yeah,
I don't
ours
think
does.
it works.
Really?
Does it?
No, mine totally does. Yeah, it'll stay open for like 10 seconds. If you hit door close, it
Yeah.
closes. So who's ever by it, I'm like, can you push it? Come
So
on, we
you
got
don't
10
have to
more
clear,
stops.
You don't
Push the
have to clear
button.
off the microwave, but you should push door close on the elevator.
For sure,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would save like a
Wait,
minute on the
So
way
you're a
down.
good
A
guy.
whole
You
minute.
can't walk 2 steps to push the button if the other person doesn't push it.
Well,
That's
they're in the way.
microwave lazy.
There's a pandemic, Brody. I'm not getting up in someone's space to push the
Right,
button.
and
They
I
should
don't
push
want
the
to touch the
button.
microwave buttons. There's a pandemic.
No,
Same
apples
thing.
and oranges, not the same thing.
Yeah, it is.
How about when somebody eats like the last, like, say there's a bag of, I don't know, individually wrapped cookies or whatever, and they take the last one and leave the package.
Leave the box.
Right, and you go in there thinking there's one left at least, and
Terrible.
then it's empty.
You must have been to my
terrible.
house.
Oh, it's my house too.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, same thing when you take the last roll of toilet paper and you leave the big empty bag in the closet.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Why
Take the
do
damn bag.
that?
Kids are good at that.
Oh, yeah, you ain't say what else kids are good at? When my son walks in the house, he takes his shoes off and leaves them in front of the fucking door so that the next
Yeah.
person that comes in the door trips over them. And when you say, hey, yo, can you move your shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to track them through the house. You don't have to track
My
them through
middle
the house.
kid does
Just
that too.
move them 3 feet over so I don't step on them when I come in the door.
Right.
It's like they walk out of them as they're walking. They step
Right.
out of them and they
Right.
keep going.
Yeah.
You're gonna
F
think this is
that.
you're gonna think this is weird because I'm weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, but
It's you.
it makes me nuts when people fill
a bottle with something that didn't originally come in it. Like there's a guy that comes up here that works in the building. Every morning he comes up and he fills an empty Tropicana bottle with milk from our water from our water cooler.
He's gonna have orange milk.
No, it's water. But you can't fill bottles with things that it weren't supposed to be in it in the first place.
Oh, you would hate Indian people. That's what we do. We specialize in recycling things that are not recyclable.
And why can't you do that? I don't understand.
Scotty,
It's just
Father
gross.
Scotty.
It's just gross to me.
when I was in the office and
Yeah.
I drank my Diet Pepsi,
I know, Brody.
I would make Crystal Light in it.
Ugh.
You know, so screw you. That's what I'm saying.
No.
What if I have a Perrier bottle, right?
No.
And I drink it, then I fill it with
Recycle.
tap water. Is that okay?
No, just recycle it.
You're the worst.
You can't
One and
refill,
done?
You can't
One and done.
refill single-use containers.
And yet I do. And yet
But who
I do.
says they're single use, really? I mean, you can keep using them just like a plastic bag. You keep using it.
Well, I mean, if you look at the back of a bottle of Coke, it says not refillable. So they don't want you to fill it with anything.
That's
Yeah,
just because they want to
okay.
sell us more bottles.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, I got one. I'm going to move on from this before I get angry at Scotty. I got one. It's people who go to stores where they have to load groceries or hardware like Home Depot into their trunk, but they back into the spot so they can't get to their trunk.
Yeah.
These are the people, they take 10 minutes to back in because it makes it a little bit easier to get out. That's ridiculous. You know how to drive a car, you should be able to pull in and pull out. Done. Idiots.
I got one. Nothing's worse than when I'm driving with my wife in the car. We're like driving down a busy road.
Yeah, I hear you, Frog.
And trying to find some. Yeah, that too. Part two. When you're driving somewhere and you're trying to find somewhere to eat, and you pass a place, she goes, "Oh, that would have been a good place back there." Well, why the fuck didn't you say that before I passed it?
I do that all the time.
No shit, because you two are just alike. So, anyways, yeah, I'm like, okay, can you
Oh, that
please?
drives me crazy. Anyways.
Okay. Oh yeah, you don't
Anyways,
like that.
oh yeah.
I'm like, why didn't you tell me before I passed the place? I would have pulled in gladly. But now I have to make a U-turn.
But I
and go-
didn't see it. I didn't see it.
No,
till
you
we
knew it was
passed
there. We drive down this road every day. They didn't just build that place overnight. It's been there.
They didn't?
No. It's ridiculous.
Anyways, the thing that get you.
Oh God.
I got one. All right. So driving, I think we could have a bajillion on driving, but when you're driving and somebody cuts you off, which pisses me off, but they cut you off and then drive slow.
Yes, they don't go
Just
anywhere.
fucking go. Like if you're cutting me off, just fucking go, man.
Okay, I got one too. I got another one back. Hold on. I had to hit a button. Ready?
Yeah.
First of all, I love when people come to me for advice about, because I grew up in Brooklyn and New York City area. But my favorite is when people say, "Hey, I'm coming to New York for a couple of weeks. Where should I eat?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That happens all the time.
You are
all
Mr.
the time,
Zagato.
exactly.
You're the guy, though.
There's no way to answer
What's
that.
your price point? How much you want to spend? What kind of day do you want to have?
Yeah,
what
where
kind
are you
of cuisine?
staying?
Give
Is
me
it
some
family
specifics.
related? Or, is
No,
it
yeah,
family
there's a lot of
friendly?
questions. You need to give somebody a lot more information before asking for
Where
the
should
final
I eat?
answer.
Where should I stay?
So-
Right.
What do you mean, where should you stay? What's your price point? I'll send you to the fucking Waldorf Astoria in Midtown if you don't give me any specifics. Anyway.
Skier, so it's funny because last week Elvis's Alex texted me and goes, "Hey, I'm coming out to lunch by your house with some recommendations." So I go, "Well, what are you in the mood for?" And he goes, "I don't know." And I go, "Well, there's like 14 different things I could give you right now." So I listed all 14. I go, "Where'd you go?" He goes, "Oh, I just found a place."
I don't mind helping. Just narrow it down a little bit. Give me some parameters, some guardrails, and I'll
Yeah.
hook you up at the right spot.
I got one. It's when you don't hear what somebody said, right? They'll go, "I'm sorry, about goat," and you go, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" And they just say goat again. They don't repeat the sentence. You go, "I didn't hear you." Goat. What did you say? Goat. No, the whole thing.
What about the
happens
goat?
all the time. If I don't hear you, I didn't hear any of it.
What?
One,
What'd you say?
What's that?
Any
cut
of it?
out at the
Or
end.
when people, or when you say something,
What?
go, "What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
Huh?
Nothing happened. I
It's
said
like Miss
something."
Moshkalopsis.
I don't know. I know that I talk loud, but my wife talks like a mouse. She will be in her closet, okay? In her closet across the house, which the closet is key
Why
because
did you lock her in there?
well, I've tried. Because it absorbs all the sound. So she's in there, she'll say, "I need some help." And I don't hear her. Did you hear me? So now I'll be like, "No, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?" The second repeat is exactly the same level of the first one. I'm like, "You gotta say it louder." Like it drives me crazy. So now I just ignore her when she says something that I can't hear loud enough. I ignore her until she yells. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, there you go. I heard that one."
I get sort of the same thing that Scary gets every now and then, as far as like hey, where should I eat? I have plants and they are very healthy. They're thriving. They live to be old and giant. And people hit me up all the time and say, "Oh my God, why is my plant dying?"
Yeah, I did
well,
that.
I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Save my
I don't
plant,
know where
Gandhi.
the
Please
light
save
is.
my plant.
Yeah. How big is the pot? What kind of plant do you have? Have you been watering it? What kind of soil? I don't know. And I always just hit them with, "Hey, there's an app that can help you with that." I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with your plant, but save it. Do
Great.
something.
So now I know I bothered
Mine.
No, you
Mine
didn't
is
bother me. I get it.
if you text me and say my name in the text, I'm like, you're texting me. You don't need to say my name inside the text. It's almost as if I'm
My
my
daddy
parents.
used to do that. Danny, it's daddy on the text. I'm like, I know, daddy. I know.
But here's the thing. I think with Garrett, that like with older people, there's a different line because they almost text like they would write you a letter. Like
Yeah.
older people also sign it. Like, "Love
Yes,
Dad." Like, I
love
know it's
Dad.
from you. Okay, but when it's somebody younger and they're using your name, they're just trying to be a dick. They're trying to make a point. Like, "Okay, Garrett." That's what they mean. That's how I hear it in my head.
Another one just came through text. This pisses me off. I'm looking to change career paths. What's Elvis's advice? I don't know. What are you good at? Like, give me some parameters. I don't know. Maybe you like.
Scary,
What
can
kind
I-
of advice would you give this person?
Can I
don't know
say
what they
something?
did. What?
I like the angle that this camera is on you and the way your hair looks with this angle.
You look skinnier.
of the
It does
zoom.
look
Yeah,
good.
it looks
Yeah,
very
it's
good.
really
Look
good.
Skinnier.
This is your side, Scary. This is your side.
Yeah, this is your good
Are you
side.
saying he looks fat from the other angle?
No, but the way his hair is,
You
it's just
did kinda
everything
say
looks
Oh, now he's
perfect.
posing. Look at him. He's posing.
I don't
I
like
will
this
say,
at all.
Scare, when I saw you the other day, I told you you look like you've lost weight since last time I saw you. You look
I
good.
did. Thank you. I lost
Yeah.
30 pounds.
Wow,
Good job.
for you.
But Nate's trying to make me gain it back. He plopped a bag of M&Ms in front of me this morning. Like a
Nate's
big
a monster.
It's your COVID
Because it
test.
makes us look skinnier when you're a fat fuck.
Nate, did you have all those donuts over the weekend?
I only had 6.
What?
So,
Oh my God.
Wait, Krispy Kreme?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I took a box home and I'm like, yeah, I'll have one more. No, I buy 6 more. But, hey, I don't get them that often, so when
Oh
I get
my
them, I
gosh.
have to
As long
eat
as you
while they're
enjoyed 'em.
fresh.
And now they have those St. Patrick's ones that
know.
Froggy told us about in Food News. I can't stop thinking about
Speaking
them.
of St. Patrick's, it drives me crazy when people say St. Patty's instead of St. Patties because there's no D. It's St.
Yeah, and they
Patrick's.
spell it
Tuesday.
Paddys.
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
what makes
Yeah.
me crazy.
you're
I'm with
not
you.
real smart.
It's
Well,
new
on that
slang.
note, I can't stand when people wish me a Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Yeah. That's about it. Oh, I know.
by the way-
Speaking of
go
what
ahead.
Nate was talking about with all the donuts, I hate when skinny people are around you telling you all the food that they can't eat because they'll gain a pound. Oh my God, I can't eat the bread. I can't eat this. I'm like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, but isn't
Eat
it
the
worse
bread.
than when fat people tell you what you shouldn't be eating? Like, it's not working for them.
I don't know if I've encountered that.
Oh, yeah, fourth quarter scary. Oh, that egg roll, you shouldn't really eat that egg roll.
It's got a lot
Why?
of
Because you want it.
MSG in there.
By the way, Gandhi, about your plants,
Yes.
someone asked me a couple of weeks ago because I said I had 2 dogs. They said, "Oh, I'm thinking of getting a dog. What kind of dog should I get?" How can I answer that?
Can't answer.
What kind of dog should you get?
Do you have a backyard?
How
Do
should
you
I
wanna
raise
train
my
it
child?
well? Like, what are
Right.
you doing?
What
Yeah, I
do you
don't know.
like? You like short-haired, big dog, small dog? What kind of dog should I get?
No idea.
The kind that runs your life for you because you can't run your own. I don't know.
I feel like we all sound like such assholes.
We really do.
I know.
Yeah, this is very. Yeah, we sound like shitheads on this podcast. If you've never heard us before, I would say this is.
You're like, don't ask us anything. Don't ask us for any help. Don't give us any advice. Fuck you.
Just Google it.
Yeah.
Google it.
Frog, how much time's left?
A minute and a half.
Sorry, Froggy, what'd you say?
I think we're
Huh?
good.
Gas.
Half.
We're out of
What'd you
gas.
say?
We're
Half.
out of gas.
Are we out of gas? Garrett, what was that?
That was my water.
Oh,
Did
make
the
that
water
sound again.
originally
Gandhi loves
come in
it.
that bottle?
No, that's it.
Did the water
that's on
come
a
in the-
single-use bottle.
Speaking of
This
Scotty,
is
have you?
single use.
Yes, Brody, I did.
By the way, my reusable shopping bags from ShopRite say can be used up to 125 times.
No, I don't reuse bags.
So what happens
Oh,
to the
what?
126
What
time? The
happens
Scotty
shit
is so
disintegrates?
wasteful.
Scotty,
Yeah.
you're
That's all I
wasting.
get
You're
is Scotty
terrible,
just wastes
Scotty.
shit all
You're
the
going to-
time.
you're
I
going to hell.
recycle them, or I use them as garbage bags.
How does the
Yeah,
bag
throws
know
away
when it's been
Tupperware.
used 126 times? Does it
Well,
disintegrate?
that's where I was
gives
going
up.
with that.
On the 127th,
what,
it's
what
done.
happens? Who decided 125 times?
They tested
The
it.
guy whose bag broke at 126.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine usually rips after like 2.
By the way, Whole Foods. They charge you 10 cents if you use their bags, right? And they give you a 10-cent discount if you bring your own bag.
Correct.
So if I buy one item and I go, I don't want a bag, and I just take the ice cream, they don't give me the discount. I'm not using their bag. They go, nope, you have to bring your own bag. I go, I don't need a bag. No, can't give it to you.
I would bring
F
a bag
them.
for a dime. Why
Just
not?
to show it. So look, I got a bag.
Your
Yeah,
hands
I
wouldn't get
always have
cold
my
holding
reusable
the
bag
ice
in my
cream?
backpack.
It's, Garrett, whatever it is, a banana.
I'm just saying, who goes into the store and gets ice cream, it will melt by the time it gets home.
I live 2 blocks away. How do you not buy ice cream then? How do
Put it
how do
in
you
a
buy ice
bag.
cream?
Bag doesn't keep it cold.
Yes, Garrett, the plastic bag is gonna. I only can use it 125 times.
Hey, I'm not the one with melted ice cream.
I'm not either. You're inventing a problem.
I hate us now. Can we be done?
I do too.
Seriously.
Okay, we're done.
Garrett,
Please,
Gandhi, your
God.
plant's dying in the background. By the
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
It's a fake.
It's real.
It's real.
This thing's real. How dare you?
Nate, wave goodbye, Nate.
Nate, where are you?
Bye, everybody.
Oh,
Bye.
Nate, you're still
Forgot
over
where he
there.
was.
I forgot.